Okay, so we have a chat up here that's along the same topic. So could you address your thoughts on the reports out of New York City that most COVID infections were from older people who had stayed home and appeared to have followed the guidelines about social distancing?
Yeah, I heard that same report yesterday. So if the older folks were, again, sheltering at home, practicing all the good habits that are possible, how did they end up being infected? And I come back to, that's where I think the greatest risk we have is that there are so many other people that are asymptomatic. We had so many young people that understandably feeling a bit invincible. This is not a young person's virus in their minds, and so they're out there doing everything that they normally do. I mean, we saw during the spring break and the Florida beaches and other places on the East Coast, and many of those young people became infected and then returned home to their parents or their grandparents and infected those elderly folks. I mean, we were hearing stories about some parents refusing to let their children come back home from spring break because we did not want to expose ourselves
Right.
to you potentially having contracted the virus. So somehow the virus got into those homes. And it was either brought in by friends, other relatives. I mean, certainly if you venture out, if you do go to the grocery store, very early on, we weren't wearing masks. We weren't necessarily in the grocery store seeing everything that we're exhibiting today. And so I think that's why, New York with such dense population, riding the subway and just the risk of cross-contamination was so much
Right.
greater there.
And they don't have large grocery stores. They have those small mom and
Yeah, the
pop
corner
grocery-
market,
right,
yeah,
where they all
yeah.
converge.